Today we're going to talk about dividing decimals. We've talked about how to do the other operations with decimals, and we're left with our favorite, dividing. Dividing is important because we need to be able to do that just like any other operation in lots of different daily activities. When we do this, it's important that you remember a few rules. You should be taking notes along with me on your iPad so you can see this. What we're talking about with dividing decimals is you need to remember that you move the decimal so that the divisor is a whole number. Now remember, the divisor is the number that we're dividing by. So if you look at the first example, 3.5 is the divisor. When we do that, we change it to 35 because we want to move the decimal over one place to the right so that it is a whole number. Okay? When you do that, you also have to do that on the dividend. The dividend is the number that you're dividing. So the 27.3 becomes 273 because we moved the decimal over one place there. It moves over the same number of places as it did for the divisor. Then what we do is we divide as we do with the whole numbers, and don't forget to bring the decimal up. So 35 doesn't go into 2, 35 doesn't go into 27. We have to figure out how many times 35 goes into 273. Well, our best guess is 7. 7 times 35 is 245. Then we subtract and we get 28 left over, so we add a 0. And 35 goes into 288 times. So then we bring up our decimal. Now that was kind of quick, so let's do one together. If I have 26 400ths divided by 3.1, 26 400ths is the number inside. 3.1 is our divisor, our number outside. We want to move the decimal over one place, so the divisor is a whole number. Move the decimal over one place here. You can wait till the last, or you can go ahead and bring the decimal up. It's up to you. I kind of like to bring it up so I know where it goes. Then I'm going to decide 31 goes into not 2, not 26. It's going to have to go into 260. It's going to go in 8 times, which is 248. I'm going to subtract, and that's going to give me 12. If you need to see the borrowing, I will show you. Then I bring down the 4. 31 goes into 124 4 times. So my answer is 8.4, or 8 4/10. When we look at example number 2, this is written as a fraction. When you have a fraction, you have division because that's what the fraction bar means. The number on the bottom is our divisor, so we're dividing by 3400ths. It's okay to leave off the first 0. I think it just is confusing. If you leave it there, you can, but you don't have to have it. So I do the same thing on the dividend, the number inside. I leave off the first 0, and that's 119 thousandths. Now I have to move the decimal over, so I'm moving it over twice. I can bring the decimal up. As I look, 34 does not go into 1. It does not go into 11. So I'm going to have a 0 for that. 34 is going to go into 119 3 times. 3 times 34 is 102. I'm going to subtract. I'm going to get 17. I have a leftover, so I can't just quit. I don't want to put a remainder because I want to get a decimal answer. So I'm going to add a 0 and bring that 0 down. 34 needs to go into 170. It goes in there 5 times, which is 170. So the answer to the division is 35 hundredths. That is our final answer. 35 hundredths. Okay, now it's your turn. Go ahead and do number 3, example number 3, and we will have the answer for you. Actually, the sub will have the answer for you. And good luck on dividing, and I will see you on Monday.